Right. So this video will give the experiment about the determination of frequency of what is this? This one is a tuning fork. Tuning fork. It is a iron bar. We have to made with the tuning fork. So once we have to vibrate electrically, we have to vibrate this tuning fork. After vibrating, based on this vibration, there is a frequency generated. How much frequency is generated? We don't know. How much frequency is generated because it is a bar only. So that frequency, unknown frequency, we have to measure by using this experiment. This experiment we call it as a Mel's experiment. What is the aim of this experiment? What is the aim of this experiment? To determine the frequency of a tuning fork. To determine the frequency of a tuning fork. To construct this frequency of the tuning fork, we need the experimental. The experimental device says first one is the battery eliminator. This battery eliminator, the maximum is up to the 12 volts is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 and 12. Maybe 6 volts you have to keep. So above the 6 volts if you have to keep, so what will happen? This condenser will, coil will lose the, burn it, and will damage also takes place. That's why won't give the above the 6 volts. Clear? First this is the art of this experiment. Battery eliminator. This one is the source. Later the tuning fork. Right. For the tuning fork we are connected to the electrical eliminator. So this is the electrical eliminator. It consists of rheostat and one battery coil is there. The electrical coil is there. We are sending the electrical power. This changing the electric field will create the magnetic field. So will create the magnetic field means which law it is? Based on the Faraday law. So once you have to apply this, so what will happen? So once you have to apply, so automatically, so this is a spark, it will come, right? You able to see the spark. ఏంద్రా సౌండ్ ఏ రావట్లేదు అడిపోయిందా
బాగా హీట్ అవుతుంది సార్. కార్బన్ తోటి ఒకసారి క్లీన్ లేదు, 12కే వస్తుంది. 6 చాలా తక్కువ ఎనర్జీ వస్తుంది. ఎలిమినేటర్ నుంచి రావాలి. అండ్ దిస్ కాయిల్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో వెరీ ఓల్డ్, సో ఇట్స్ నాట్ గివింగ్ దట్ హై.
So now you able to see the formula. Here two type of vibrations are there. One is transverse vibration, another one is the longitudinal vibration. What is the transverse vibration? What is the longitudinal vibration? We come to know first. So first, for a transverse vibration, the frequency is equal to 1 by 2L into square root of T by M. Square root of T by M. Here capital T is the tension. Because why we have to get the tension? We are suspending the mass in the pan. Suspending the mass in the pan. So that mass, due to the mass we are getting the tension. So that tension, so capital T we have to take here. Here you able to see. Now this is the length. Now how many loops are coming? 1, 2, 3 loops are there. Without mass 3 loops are there. Here. So first you able to see this is the tuning fork is vibrating. Which direction it is vibrating? This fork is vibrating in this direction. This force is vibrating in this direction. In the same direction, the thread also is there. Correct? The same direction is thread also is there. So which type of vibration? These vibrations are longitudinal vibrations. If the tuning fork will adjust like this, suppose you have to take this adjust, right? Now the tuning fork also vibrating. Which direction is vibrating the tuning fork? This direction is vibrating. The thread is in which direction? That thread is in which direction? 90 degrees to the tuning fork vibrations direction. So that's why these vibrations we call it as a which vibrations? Transverse vibrations. So what we have to do? For the longitudinal vibration, there is a frequency formula is there. For the transverse vibrations also, there is a frequency formula is there. For longitudinal vibrations, 1 by L into square root of T by M. For transverse vibrations, 1 by 2L into square root of T by M. Now we will see the observations. Once you have to take here the transverse vibrations. If the vibrations of the prong of the tuning fork are perpendicular to the direction of the propagation of the wave along the thread. So what is the direction of the thread? The direction of the thread is this side. The vibration to tuning fork is this side. How many degrees is there? 90 degrees is there. That's why this connection is transverse connection. If you have to see this one, right? Now you keep like this. So which one it is? It is the vibration is same direction. The thread also in the same direction. The propagation of the beam also same direction. Such type of beam we call it as a longitudinal vibration. How we have to observe the observations first. First you take the mass of this thread. So you take the balance, right? First you weigh the mass of the thread. So next after weighing the mass of the thread, first you calculate the length of the thread also. Length of the thread and mass of the thread. Next what we have to calculate? So the mass per unit length, that is small m. Here small m is there, no? Small m is what? Mass per unit length of the thread. Mass per unit length of the thread. Unit length means the total length of the thread you have to take. So mass, where we have to calculate the mass of the thread? There is a balance is there, right? So there is a balance is there, no? So from that balance, so we have to calculate, this is the fractional weights are there. These weights we call it as a fractional weights. You are chemistry students, no? So which students? So these are the fractional weights. So the grams, how many grams are there? Maybe 0.0 grams, maybe 0.025 grams it will be there. This thread mass is very, very low. Based on these fractional weights, by using the balance, we have to calculate the mass of the thread. And then length, by using the scale, we have to calculate the length of the thread. Next, then pan is there, no pan. So first you calculate the weight of the pan, right? So each and every time you have to add that the weights. How many weights are there? Here it is written. Suppose you have to see here how many grams. 5 grams, 7 grams, 4 grams is there. How we have to calculate? First, this is the which vibration it is? Longitudinal vibration. So now we have to measure the loops. First you have to measure the loops. First zero mass, you have to take the zero mass. Spot is not correct. Right. So now you measure how many loops are coming for a longitudinal. 1, 2, 3. Now you keep some mass. So you keep mass. If 3 loops are there now for longitudinal. For making into 2 loops, you have to keep the mass. For making the 2 loops, keep the mass in the pan. Now to change the loop, so 1, 2. To make it 1 loop, you have to keep 1 more mass. Right? Understood? Right? So now no loop is there. Remove the mass. So remove the mass. Right? So now you are able to see 3 loops are there. Keep the mass to up to 2 loops, and again you keep the mass, make it 1 loop, and take the calculation. So this capital M is total mass of the system. Capital M is what? Total mass of the system. Pan mass plus load applied to the pan. Pan mass plus load applied to the mass. Pan mass may be 17.46 grams. That is fixed. Right? Next, we are making that 0, means maybe 2 loops. For 5 loops or 4 loops you have to maintain. So that mass, for 5 loops how much mass is there you have to add here. For 4 loops how much mass is there you have to add here. For 3 loops how much mass is there you have to add here. The next you calculate the length of the loops. And then you have to calculate number of loops you have to calculate. For then you have to calculate for one loop length you have to calculate, that is small l. Small l is what? One loop length, not 3 loops length. One loop length you have to calculate. Already tension T is equal to m into g. What is m? Total mass of the pan plus load mass. G, what is the g? G is acceleration due to the gravity. It is the ground floor. So all are we are taking in the centimeters. That's why 980 gram per centimeters, gram per second square. So this is the acceleration due to gravity, g value. So 980. So centimeter per second square is there. Centimeter per second square. This is the acceleration due to gravity. For transverse mode, you able to use this formula 1/2 into square root of t by m. Already m value we found 1/2 into m. Small m is equal to linear mass density. So now capital T by L, that is the average value of this. This value you have to take here. Then you able to find out the frequency of the bar by using the transverse mode. Similarly, you have to change into a longitudinal mode. So then you have to find out the similar procedure, right? Similar procedure you have to find. For 4 loops, you find the mass. For 5 loops, you find the mass, attach the mass. For 3 loops, you have to attach the mass. Then the frequency you have to calculate, that is 1/m into square root of t by l. So this one is one frequency it will come. So both frequencies, average frequency you have to take. Average longitudinal mode frequency plus transverse mode frequency. That average frequency is the frequency of the tuning fork. But we don't know the frequency of the tuning fork. So this iron bar is made with like tuning fork shape, but we don't know. Electrically we are giving the force to vibrate this tuning fork. After vibrations, so longitudinal vibrations and transverse vibrations we are saying, and then we are calculating the frequency of the tuning fork. Clear? So please share and subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you.